Hi
Hey,
guys!
welcome back
Or welcome to
our channel.
Well,
And for this video, we're gonna tell you the story of how we met.
and became besties.
Internet friends to long distance besties.
Whoa!
Yeah, let's just get into it.
Yeah, come along for the ride, guys.
So our whole friendship started because I desperately wanted to be like O2L. If you don't know O2L, they were like a big collab group back in 2014, and what they did was, they partied, they filmed videos together, and to 12 to 17-year-old Hannah, that's the lifestyle I really wanted, normal dreams of a 12-year-old. But yeah, they were just a big friend group goofing off in LA, and I wanted that. And I think mostly I just wanted friends, and look how it turned out. So actually, before I made this collab channel, yes, that's the history of this channel if you don't know, it was a collab channel. Because of my love for O2L, I was searching the internet to join a collab channel, and I found one back in like 2018 called Sunset Studios, and they're like, we're taking auditions. So I was like, I have to join, like I want to join. I made an audition video and I got in. But the thing was, I think we only lasted for like 2 months. Because at first everybody's hyped, everybody's talking, everybody's uploading, and then suddenly everybody stopped talking, everybody stopped uploading, and then it just kind of it fell off. So yeah, and I did look it up actually because I was curious, and it is not to be confused with Sunset Sound Records. That was not us. I think, obviously, because I didn't make the channel, the girl who did, I think she like privated everything. Maybe deleted the channel. I just know I have videos somewhere on there, and I'm curious, like, does she have that? Does she have the files? Anyways, back to the task at hand. So I got a little slice of heaven. I got a little slice of what I wanted so bad: videos, friendship, and I decided, you know what? I'm into K-pop. I have 4K followers on TikTok. I will ask if anybody wants to join my collab channel, and guess what? Guess who signed up? It's always so embarrassing to say because like I did hold auditions. It was funny though because it's like everybody got in. Like there was no like auditions and like you're not in, you're not in. If you sent it to me on time, you were in. Simple as that. But I do kind of feel like embarrassed to say that like our friendship started because I wanted to start a kid. I wanted to be O2L so bad. Our friendship started. So honestly though, thanks O2L. Thanks O2L. Thanks Sunset Studios. Alright, now let's head over to Mac's point of view.
Hi guys, Mac here to film my portion of how me and Hannah met from my point of view. Such fate because I had just joined TikTok after like weeks, months of being like, I'm not joining TikTok. I'm not joining TikTok. I joined TikTok. I was scrolling through. I was really, really, really into K-pop at the time, and I stumbled across NCT specifically. I was really into NCT, and I stumbled across this video of this girl making like a funny NCT video, and I thought it was so funny, and I liked it, and I started um watching like a couple of her videos, and I thought she was really funny, and so I started following her. Can you guess who the her is? 4 days later or like a week later, Hannah posted a video talking about how she wanted to start a K-pop collab channel and that people could join. All you had to do was like message her, whatever. And I'm someone who's very introverted and I never put myself out there. So I really debated, like I really wanted to do it, but I was like, oh, like I don't know, like I really had to get myself to do it. And so finally I typed up a message to her and I hyped myself up enough. She was like, "You're in." And I was like, "Oh my God." I had no idea like where this was going to go. So going in, like it was really nerve-wracking and I was like, I don't know anybody here. But they were all really nice. The way I found her was crazy. I can never comprehend how I found Hannah and how we became friends because it was so like a million and one odds. Like I literally found her looking through the NCT tag on TikTok. Like, you know how many videos are on that tag? So that is how I met Hannah from my Mac perspective. And I believe the next parts we will talk about together.
Okay, now we're together. You saw us separately.
Yes, back again.
I know you missed the duo. I know you missed us being in the same frame. Not in the same
Hmm.
state, but in the same frame.
Yeah, maybe one day.
Well, yeah. Anyways, we don't need to get into my manifestations right now.
Love
But
that.
so first we started talking because I wanted us to all be friends because we're a collab channel. I wanted O2L really bad. So I was like, we need to start talking. Actually, Molly, she was a former member on this channel. We started talking first. She actually started this whole like let's talk thing. That's how Mac and I are close. And then Molly and I would Skype, and then we invited Mac to Skype because the channel was like made. We were making videos.
Yes, yes.
And then me and Mac just started Skyping one night. I was like,
Yeah.
hey. It was so random.
I think it was like we were the only two available, and you were like,
Right.
let's go ahead and do it. And I was like, oh, okay, no problem. I think that's how
Oh,
it's because I honestly don't remember like exactly how it happened, but I feel like that's how it happened.
that would make sense.
And it like very quickly, like we were like, oh, we vibe together.
Yes. Yes. Because when it was all three of us, I feel like it still felt like fresh and new. I didn't know what to say. It was more like getting to know basic. Hey, how are
Yeah.
you? What are you doing?
Yeah.
Oh, that's what you did today? Like
Yeah.
that. And
Yeah.
then Molly and I were arguing all the time. Good arguing, but that was like,
Oh
it was,
yeah. I was witness
yeah.
to some of these good argues.
Editing Hannah here. I didn't clarify that it was not like real, like, blah, 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 in your face arguing. It was just playful arguing. It was just arguing to argue. And we were like 17, 18. So I feel like that's a normal thing to do at that age. But, anyways, that's what it was. We weren't actually at each other's throats or anything. Yeah.
And I was, of course, because I was so new. Like they knew each other, and I didn't know either of them. So I would just sit there on the call, and you guys would go back and forth, and I'd be like, "Oh, okay."
No. Was it like icebreakery for you, or was it more awkward?
I think at first it was awkward because I think anytime you're like introduced to two people that already know each other and you like don't know either of them, it's like a little awkward because you're like, oh, like they're already kind of friends, and like
Mm-hmm.
I'm just over here.
Yeah.
But you are really good at like making sure no one feels left out. So you were always like making sure that like I was like part of the conversations and stuff like that. So it made it less like am I myself?
No, yeah, because I know what that feels like. So I always try to. I remember when I remember the night we're like, oh, Mac's free. Let's invite Mac. Because there was another member. I only asked Molly if it was okay to say her name. So sorry to the other people. I didn't know we would get this deep. But there's no drama. It's just like,
Yeah,
I don't know
they're
how
great
come.
people. They're
Yeah.
great people. No drama.
But there was another member, and I think they were at work. So I was like, oh,
Yeah,
let's
yeah,
ask
yeah,
Mac
yeah,
because
yeah.
Mac might be free. And you were free. I remember the first night we talked, actually. Do you remember?
Kind of, but like at this point it's kind of like because we've talked so much, it kind of all blends together.
I'll say it then because I
She's got
remember
it.
it.
She
I remember it.
remembers.
At first, I think I remember it being a little awkward. We're like, hey.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And then back then, I was just more blunt. I would say I'm more like, whatever, I'm gonna say what I want to say, I'm gonna ask what I want to ask. So we started talking about ghosts.
Oh yes,
I was like,
yes, I
ghost
remember
stories.
this.
So,
Yes, how we bonded.
ghost stories. I was like,
I
we
do
gotta tell our
remember that.
ghost stories.
Yeah.
And then I remember at the end, because then I told her some secrets. I told her some secrets because I was like, we bonded over our ghost stories.
Yeah, 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 yeah. I know the
So I,
secrets. I know the secrets.
so I told her some secrets. And then I was like, because it wasn't just like three Skypes, me, Mac, and Molly. It was like a good amount of Skypes. And
Yeah, yeah.
I was like, I consider you one of my best friends. Is that okay to say? I remember thinking
I
she's gonna think
remember
I'm a
this.
weirdo.
I remember this. I remember it because like I literally had been thinking this. I was like, oh, like Hannah's kind of like my best friend at this point, right? Like, and I remember thinking, but like, oh, because it was pretty early on that I was thinking this and that she was thinking this, and I was like, oh, I don't want to be like weird and be like, oh, and then she's like, what?
Yeah.
So I remember we were talking, And she was like, "Is this kind of weird of me to say?" And I was like, "What?" And she's like, "That you're like kind of my best friend." And I was like, "Oh my God, I think you're my best friend." And she was
Yes.
like,
I don't know if I said it out loud or I was thinking about saying it, but I remember like something happening in my head where I was like, if you don't feel the same way, it's fine. Like
"Yeah,
it's
yeah, yeah, yeah,
okay.
you did, yeah." And I was like, "What is she about to say?"
I have a crush. That's literally what it sounded like it was leading up to.
No, and I remember just like relief because I was like, "Oh my God, like we are on the same page and we think one another's our best friends." I love that. That's so great.
I think we just clicked so quick. Like I've never clicked with someone that fast.
Yeah, and like I said in like the my part of this video, like it really was fate that me and Hannah met. Like I cannot express enough like just how much it was fate. Like the way I found her and like the way like the timing, like the fact that I found her and then I think like literally a week later is when she posted the TikTok about starting the channel and like it's such fate like there's no other way to explain it because it's like the actual like timing of events that had to take place for us to meet and like have a reason to like talk and like to get to know each other is just insane, like
I
insane.
agree. I agree. Because on my end too, I felt like I had to post it at a certain time. I know it's crazy. Everybody, if you know me, I'm so spiritual. I was like, okay, when do I need to post this? When do I need to post this? I was like, I meditated. I was like, when do I need to post this video? And when I did it, and I was like, hey, it's up. I had no idea that I was gonna make like a best friend like Mac, like actually like for life,
Yeah, it's
for
like
life.
this is why I say all the time, guys. As someone who is so introverted and has like so much social anxiety, like I took like a big leap to message Hannah, which is funny because like Hannah's like not scary, like she's not like intimidating, and like especially then she was like really friendly, really, like welcoming. Like her vibes were not like I'm gonna reach out. She's like, "Ciao," you know? But it was just like for me, like I never do that. So then doing it and her being like, "Oh yeah, like welcome," and then being like, "Oh yeah, like you're, part of the channel now, whatever." I was so anxious. So this is my piece of advice for you guys. Don't let your anxiety stop you from everything. Okay? Some things, maybe listen to it, but most things, especially when it comes to like making friends, things like that, taking the leap to do it, don't let your anxiety beat you because you never know. You could do it and you could end up now on a YouTube channel with your best
Oh
friends.
yeah. No, yeah, that's so true. I like that you said that.
you
I
know,
Yeah, I'm a full believer in following your heart desires. Like when I uploaded the like collab channel, I think I had like 4K followers at the time, but I was like nervous. I was like, no, like maybe it's stupid, like maybe it's dumb because collab channels aren't a thing. Like we
mm-hmm.
low key failed. We low key failed. But now we're a duo channel. But I was like, just do it. I think you just gotta follow your heart desires. If you feel like doing
Yeah,
it, do it.
yeah.
And now we're here.
Now we're here talking about it on the
Yeah.
channel. And
Yep.
it's been what, it's almost 5 years.
Almost.
Almost. It's been like, yeah, that's kind of crazy.
Crazy. And then was it beginning of 2020? We're like, we're best friends. You're my best friend.
Yeah, I think it was like early January of
Yeah, I was
2020 because it was
yeah.
like right before the pandemic hit. But then once the pandemic hit, we really became like
Oh yeah.
besties. So maybe like we started getting close like January, and then we were really close by like after your birthday in March.
Oh, okay, Slay. Okay. Oh yeah, yeah. We did Skype a lot. Weren't we like 2 times a week sometimes?
Yeah, we were really,
Yeah.
really, really
We
in
were on it.
Skyping.
I don't we just talk so much. Oh, we played a lot of games.
We played a lot of games. Yeah.
Now, what are we? Once every 3 weeks.
Yeah, this is a
but
die, but tell you.
the literally. But we text every day and send
Yeah, yeah,
TikToks.
yeah, yeah.
Oh yeah, and I feel like we've grown together. Like there was no like
Mm-hmm.
I started out more immature than you, but I think
Where's she go with this? She's like, now
but
I'm
I'm
more
saying
mature
I
than
think
you.
I caught up.
Yeah,
Like now we're on the same wavelength. I like to think.
yeah, yeah. I think that's just because like I've always been like
Ooh,
more mature.
ooh, get her. Okay, okay.
But no, yeah, I definitely will agree. Like when we first met, like you very much gave me like younger sister. She had a crazy sometimes energy. And
Oh yeah, you thought I
now,
was the youngest. We did like, oh, sorry. What sibling number do you think you are? And you thought I was the youngest. Okay, sorry.
yes, she gave me such like little sister energy.
Well, here we are.
One, and now I would say now she does give me like older sister energy. Not to me, but like I see the energy.
Okay, and I think seeing me interact with my sister probably
Yeah, 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 yeah,
helps
yeah.
that. But no, yeah, I'm a mature girl when I need to be.
Yes, she's very
I
mature and responsible.
thanks. I thought you were the oldest. I think I remember we did the guessing game. I thought you were middle or oldest,
Yeah, yeah.
but you're youngest. Can I expose that?
You can expose that, yeah.
She's youngest, and when I see her interact with her brothers, I see that.
Not to kind of take us off, but I do kind of want to mention this video. But like, have you seen this whole birth order theory?
No.
That like depending on where you are in your birth order, it's what attracts you to other people for where they are in their birth order.
Oh, that would make sense. Yeah.
And the theory is that if you're the youngest, you naturally go for the oldest. And if you're the oldest, you go for the youngest, and that like middle siblings always are attracted to like one another.
Oh wow. One another sounded kind of. Oh
I
wait,
mean,
guys.
like, I mean, like middle, like people in the middle.
In the sense that I
Let me
get it.
clarify. Not people
Oh,
who
that's
are
so
siblings.
funny.
Okay.
That's so funny.
I might live in the South, but I don't live in Alabama. Okay.
Oh, oh, that is so great. No, I love that. Well, I don't. I in the sense that in the sense. Okay, moving on.
Anyway, moving
Let's
on.
move on. No, but that makes sense for us
Yeah,
because
yeah.
it does. It just we're faded. We make sense.
Yes.
Don't
And
ever
like
tell us we don't.
and like I genuinely am like Hannah's the people that like I genuinely cannot remember like before she was in my life.
Yes, we talk about this all the time.
Like I know obviously that there was because like obviously like there for both of us like most of our life has been without each other. But when I think about it, I'm like there's like no way. Like I feel like if I look back, I can somehow like put you into a memory that you weren't.
Oh, put me in there. Put me in there.
It would be like Mia, like I don't know, like 8 or something, and I'll just put you in the memory.
Oh yeah. Yeah, what would I'd be like 7, 6. I can
Yeah,
see that.
yeah.
We would be friends. I think I would have annoyed you more back then.
I think here's what I always think. I think as kids we would have been friends. Preteens into main teens, no,
No,
not good
no.
friends.
We were on different wavelengths. My anchor issues were taking over. It was bad.
But then back to when we met, which was like my late teens, early 20s,
Yeah, it made sense. That was
best
like
time
the
of friends.
it was like I really think it was fated. I think we would have met. I think even if like the internet didn't bring us together, my grandparents live in Tennessee, we would have struck up a conversation or something. Like we would have met. There's no way
Yes,
we would have.
yes. We would have somehow. I just that's why I'm like it's such fate because no matter what, we were made to like at one point meet each other.
Literally. And even like to the viewers watching, Mac and my sister, they get along. And
Yes.
that's like I love it. I actually was talking about with this to her the other day.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but I love like when Mac came over and she spent the night here, they were talking about like Teen Wolf or something. Like they have stuff to talk
Yes,
about.
yes,
They have stuff to talk
yes,
about I'm not interested in, but they are. So it's like nice. Like we're like family friends. Like we always talk about like when our kids, when we have
yes.
kids.
Also, like
Like
my mom loves Hannah. Like literally every day, my mom is like, "How's Hannah? How's Hannah doing?" She's also like, "How's Hannah's sister?" Like my mom is like, oh, like all about Hannah and her family.
I know I love that. I love your mom too. Obviously, I want to preface that as well. But it's like that's kind of like what because I won't go into my own issues, but like that's like so nice to have. Like, 'cause when I was growing up, parents didn't really like me because whatever. I was a good kid. They just didn't like me, okay?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
But Max mom liking me, it was like so refreshing and so nice. It's like I'm so grateful. I think about that a lot actually. This is kind of like a podcast
Yeah,
episode.
I know.
I think just how we interact is perfect. Like
Yeah, yeah.
I I second guess myself a lot. I've had a lot of bad social interactions in life, so I'm always second guessing. I'm always like, oh my god, am I saying something weird? Or I'm kind of hard to get, and Mac always gets me. Like she really does.
Yeah.
It's crazy to me. Like I'll say something and I like know what I meant like 50%, and then I clarify. She's like, "No, yeah, I got it." And I'm like, I didn't even get it. I didn't even understand me. So I'm always so grateful.
Oh yeah, sometimes she'll text me. And I'm like the text, and it's so funny because one time she texted me, there like she messed up like a word, like two or three words, and then she tried to fix it, and then she tried to fix it like several times, and I was like, it's okay, like I got you the first time, and she's like, I'm glad you did. But it was like
No,
the original message, fix, fix, fix of the fix, 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 and I was like, it's okay, I got you, it's okay.
I have this thing I like to call breathless brain when my asthma's really bad. The texts are just they're not really good. It's so easy. Like friendship should be easy. Is it the big
Yeah,
message?
yeah,
And it's really so easy. Like I think both of us being understanding people as well helps. Um,
yes.
because it's like I'm really grateful too because I have like a ton of issues and Max was like, it's fine, go ahead. It's fine, do your limb, do your medical test. So when I need to slow down, I remember she was like, she's nice about it. Like, because I've had people who are not. I don't know if you're sitting here watching, like, okay, Avi. No, not
Yeah, some
Avi.
people are not good people and not good
Not Avi.
friends.
Yeah. So I'm also really grateful for that. Yeah. I always say, like, not to get into my issues, but I always say I'm hard to like but easy to love. And I just like Mac. It was so easy for her to like me, I feel. And it was so easy for me to like Mac. But that it's like, yes.
Yeah, yeah, and respect one another's boundaries, and that's so easy to do. So when I see people that like don't, I'm like, you kind of suck.
Yeah,
Like you
yeah.
just suck as a person.
Yes, I think it has taken like low key years to get to this point, but because it's like you have to grow as people too. But
Hmm.
yeah, I think also you have to know your own like weaknesses. So like I know that I can't pick up on tones and stuff, so I like make sure I'm like, is that okay? Are you
Yeah,
sure?
yeah,
Yeah. So yeah, that's us. This is
yeah.
our friendship.
Go watch all our other videos together. There's a
Watch
lot
it.
at this point.
Oh yeah, actually, beginning to end.
Go back to the start of the chat. No, don't do that. Actually,
Don't do that.
the start
Don't
of
do
the
that.
channel is not great.
We were messy. We were teenagers.
I was like learning how to really film and edit.
Yeah, I was learning to not be cringe. Thank you guys for watching. We really appreciate it.
Hmm. We hope you enjoyed. Let us know if you have also made an internet bestie to long distance bestie.
Yes, tell us the story down below if you want to. Or film your YouTube video and we'll check it out. To be honest, we're curious.
Yes, we'd
We
love to
love.
see.
Subscribe, give the video if you like, if you please. And we'll see you guys next time.
Yeah.
Oh, also, we're doing a thing on our
Okay, stop with the thumbs.
we're doing a thing on our story, whatever that's called, YouTube Shorts, where we explain the theme of our outfits because they all have themes. So,
Yes. Go check it out.
all right, bye.
Bye.